Hook, in a lonely desert where silence feels louder than the wind, a small golden-haired boy appears, carrying questions that can change how you see life itself. This is the unforgettable journey of the little prince, a story that teaches the heart to see what eyes cannot. Summary: the story begins with a narrator who is a pilot. When he was a child, he loved drawing. He drew a picture of a boa constrictor that had swallowed an elephant. When he showed it to adults, they always said it looked like a hat. No adult could understand his imagination. Because of this, he stopped drawing and focused on practical things. He became a pilot and traveled around the world, but he always felt lonely. Adults were serious, busy, and focused only on numbers and rules. They rarely understood imagination, emotions, or the beauty of simple things. One day, the pilot's plane crashes in the Sahara Desert. He is alone, with very little water. He must repair his plane soon to survive. Early in the morning, he hears a soft voice saying, "Please, draw me a sheep." He turns around and sees a small boy with golden hair. The boy is polite, calm, and unusual. He asks the pilot to draw him a sheep. The pilot draws several sheep, but the boy rejects each one. Finally, the pilot draws a simple box and says the sheep is inside. The little boy smiles. He can imagine the sheep inside the box. This shows how children see and understand the world differently than adults have. The first planet is home to a king. The king believes he rules everything. He gives orders to the stars, but they cannot obey. The king thinks his power is great, but the little prince finds it amusing. This shows how some adults are obsessed with control. The second planet has a vain man. The vain man wants constant praise. He wants people to admire him, clap for him, and call him important. The little prince finds him silly. This represents how some adults only care about attention and recognition. The third planet has a drunkard. The drunkard drinks because he feels ashamed of drinking. He is trapped in a cycle of shame and avoidance. The little prince feels sad for him. This shows how some adults try to escape their problems instead of solving them. The fourth planet is home to a businessman. The businessman counts stars and claims he owns them. He does nothing with the stars except count them and think they are his property. This shows how some adults focus on money and possessions, ignoring what is truly valuable. The fifth planet has a lamplighter. The lamplighter works endlessly, lighting and extinguishing his lamp every minute because his planet spins very fast. He is loyal to his duty. But he has no time to think or rest. The little prince admires his loyalty but feels pity for how adults sometimes become trapped in meaningless routines. The sixth planet has a geographer. The geographer writes about mountains, rivers, and oceans but never explores the world himself. He relies on travelers to bring information. The geographer tells the little prince that some things are ephemeral, meaning fragile and temporary. This frightens the little prince because he thinks of his rose. Finally, the little prince arrives on Earth. At first, he believes it is empty. Then he meets a snake. The snake speaks in riddles. He tells the little prince that he has a special power. He can send the little prince back to his home faster than a ship. Which means he can kill him. The snake's bite represents death, but also a return to the place the prince loves. The little prince is not afraid. He is calm and curious. On Earth, the little prince discovers a garden full of roses. He is shocked. He thought his rose was unique. Seeing thousands of similar roses, he feels sad. He thinks his rose is ordinary. He lies in the grass and cries, confused about love and uniqueness. Then, he meets a fox. The fox is wise and teaches the little prince an important lesson. The fox asks the prince to tame him. The little prince does not understand at first. The fox explains that taming means creating a bond, making someone special, and caring for them. When you tame someone, they become unique to you, and you become responsible for them. The fox says, "What is essential is invisible to the eye. Only the heart can see clearly." This becomes the central message of the story. The little prince realizes that his rose is special because of the love, care, and time he gave her. He watered her, protected her, and spent time with her. This love makes her unique, not her appearance or rarity. The fox teaches him that love is responsibility. Real relationships are built through attention and care. The little prince continues his journey and meets the pilot in the desert. They become close friends. They share water from a well, making it taste sweeter because of their shared experience. The pilot repairs his plane, but the little prince knows he must return to his rose. Before leaving, he allows the snake to bite him. His body falls softly into the sand, but his spirit returns to his planet. The pilot is heartbroken but understands the prince's choice. The next morning, the body is gone. The pilot wonders if the prince truly returned home or if it was a dream. The pilot flies away from the desert but never forgets the little prince. He writes the story so readers can remember him. He asks everyone to look at the stars and think of the little prince whenever a star shines. The story ends with a message of hope, sadness, and the importance of imagination, friendship, and love. The story explores the friendship between the pilot and the little prince, the lessons from the fox, the emptiness of adult life, and the importance of caring relationships. It teaches that real beauty cannot be seen with the eyes alone, it must be felt with the heart. Love, responsibility, and patience are essential. Adults often forget these lessons, but the story reminds us to see the world like children, with imagination and wonder. The Little Prince also shows that loneliness, sadness, and longing are part of life. Leaving home, meeting strangers, and facing challenges all teach the prince about himself and the meaning of life. Each adult he meets shows a different flaw of grown-ups: greed, pride, vanity, obsession, and mindless routines. Through these encounters, the story contrasts childlike innocence with adult confusion, emphasizing the value of simplicity, kindness, and understanding. The rose symbolizes love and the complexities of relationships. Her beauty, demands, and fragility teach the prince patience, care, and empathy. The fox represents wisdom, friendship, and emotional intelligence. By taming the fox, the prince learns responsibility and the invisible importance of love. The snake is a symbol of death, transformation, and return. By allowing the snake to bite him, the prince returns to the place he loves most, showing that life, death, and love are connected. The stars become symbols of memory and hope, reminding the pilot and readers of the prince's laughter and spirit. The story ends softly, leaving room for imagination. It is a gentle reminder that love and friendship are more important than possessions, authority, or appearances. True understanding comes from the heart, not from the eyes or material achievements. The pilot's reflections show the impact of the little prince on his life, emphasizing that relationships, imagination, and caring are the most valuable aspects of existence. The Little Prince encourages readers to see life through the eyes of children, to cherish the small and simple joys, and to value relationships built on care and love. It is a story that balances sadness and hope, showing that even when friends leave, memories and love endure. Its lessons about love, responsibility, imagination, and seeing the unseen make it timeless, touching hearts of both children and adults. In conclusion, The Little Prince is more than a story. It is a guide to life, showing how to balance curiosity, love, and responsibility. Its message is simple: value what is truly important, nurture love and friendship, and remember that the essential things in life are invisible to the eyes, they are felt with the heart. Its gentle philosophy reminds readers to hold on to wonder, cherish meaningful bonds, and see the world with both innocence and wisdom. The journey of the Little Prince through planets, encounters with adults, lessons from the fox, the mystery of the snake, and the enduring love for his rose combine to create a story that is both enchanting and deeply moving. It inspires reflection, encourages compassion, and reminds us that imagination, care, and love are timeless values that define the beauty of life. Even today, the story of the Little Prince continues to touch millions of hearts. The golden-haired boy teaches readers to see beyond appearances, to value responsibility, and to cherish moments of connection. The pilot's narrative captures the essence of friendship, loss, and hope. Together, They show that life is meaningful when we love, care, and look with the heart. Whether seen as a children's tale or a guide for adults, The Little Prince remains a masterpiece that captures the imagination, the heart, and the soul. Its lessons on life, love, and the invisible truths remain as relevant today as they were when it was first written. This story is a gentle call to see, feel, and care deeply, reminding us that what is truly important is often invisible but never forgotten.